What is going on, guys? You know what it is. It's the greatest podcast in the world, True Story Thursdays. And I'm joined by two motley motherfuckers right here. And we're going to get into it right fucking now. Booyah! Break it down like this. And I was like, really? Like, baby face? And the heels were going on. Dude, I thought he broke his neck. The greatest podcast in the world. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Greatest podcast in the world, True Story Thursdays. And you know who this is. It's that truth. It's that dad bod god, the bald, the beard, and the fucking beautiful Piers Austin. And tonight I'm joined by, once again, the man with the plan, the guy that puts you in pain and that financial gain, Mr. Torture. Yeah, baby. And also Akel. What's up, boys?
Oh man, I'm not my normal self this week. I'll be honest, straight up. Like
what's happening, son? What's going on? What's happened in the life of AKL? It's going totally wrong.
Let's go. What's happening, bro? Come on, man. Let's get into the AKL show again. Come on now.
Yeah, fuck off.
It's one phone call away, bro. One phone call away to set up.
It's not good podcast content, but I'm just fucking stressed out. Just trying to get everything fucking planned, sorted out. Fucking got 2 venues sorted for when we go away. And then we got some bookings sorted over there, trying to do all that, and I'm fucking tired.
Bro, it's, you know what, man? Like whenever you go, like you're planning to travel, it's always so stressful, like in the preparation for it. Like I've always found, like whenever I've like had to go away and stuff like that, I'm always thinking like I'm forgetting something. Like last time I went away, believe it or not, I packed everything, and you know what? The one thing that I forgot?
Charger.
Underwear.
No,
I didn't. Dude, I packed everything: socks, toiletries, shirts, fucking jeans, shorts, all the shit that I would need, except fucking underwear.
Is it just me? Is it just me, or can you like rock? Just me. Can you like rock shorts, no underwear? Fine, but jeans, it's a death trap. You're fucked.
Oh yeah,
you are.
Right. You know what? Talking about travel, man, I'm going to give a special shout out, bro, to John Reed, a.k.a. Sensational LJ94, who man, like, bro, he's a former wrestler. He's a commentator. He's a fellow podcaster. And, man, you know what, bro? Like, I always like to, show respect to people. Man, he's going through it at the moment. He's up in Sydney. He's got a huge doctor's appointment tomorrow, bro, and I just want to like send this special shout out, bro. Like, man, I'm wishing you all the best. I hope it all goes well. I'm in your corner as always, brother. And man, you are one of the most positive people in the business and the most positive fans of the business. And man, honestly, I can't say enough good things about this young man, bro.
Dude, he fucking reached out to me. Fucking like it was a couple months ago or something like that, or maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. I don't know if he even remembers this, but like just out of nothing for no reason, just fucking so selfless and just fucking, you don't really get too many good people in pro wrestling like that on that caliber. So fucking love you, buddy. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, man. Huge shout out from all of us here at True Story Thursdays, man. And even a guy who donated to the cause last week, bro. For we're trying to build something here. Chat, we really are. We're trying to build something where we can have a studio, we can do this in person, we can improve the quality, better cameras, better audio for everybody here involved. And man, that's the thing. We want to do that for you, chat. We want to do it for our audience, our listeners, our viewers, because you guys are, you guys are helping us. You've been like supporting this show since day one. We've had people come and just continue to support, and this audience has just grown. And if you want to be a part of that, man, throw in a super chat, throw in a super sticker. If you watch you on Twitch, throw in some bits. You can hit us up on PayPal if you want to do that as well. And everything that goes isn't going to anyone's pocket, bro. It's going straight into our fund to get our studio happening. It's going to happen, bro. We're going to make it happen this year. But yeah, guys, you can do that. We've also got some fun games coming up as well. So I just want to mention that as well, that if super stickers wanted to be thrown out, that's what it is. We got Shaz Namaste in the chat. Namaste, sorry, saying I'm here for Producer Wants a Wife. We're going to get into it. But bro, like, before we get into that, Have you guys been following what's been going on in the news lately?
I sure am.
A little bit, yeah. Lots of news.
So, a gay police officer killed his partner and his ex-partner and his ex-partner's new partner. And
horrible.
It's a tragic, horrible event. And it's like, I feel like something like that, because here in Australia, like, we don't have many firearm incidents and we don't hear of such horrific things occurring in the world. And I feel like this really, not just impacts the LGBTQI plus community. I feel like it really hits for any like Australian as well, because it's like, to hear that about their tragic passing, it just, man, like, dude, for me, it's so horrific. Like, you guys know me. Like, I'm constantly doing podcasts with people like in America and all this sort of stuff, and they find it so insane about our gun. Hey, Kel, turn your TV down, bro.
Oh, sorry, brother.
But like, I just find, like, they find it so strange that we don't have gun, like, we have gun laws here that you can't have guns and stuff like that. Like, I can remember a friend of mine, like a wrestler actually over in the States, and he's like showing me his gun collection. Going, this is what America looks like. I'm like, dude, he's like, this is what freedom looks like, motherfucker. And I'm going, well, that's what looks like what gang warfare is on about, right? But I digress. This incident was so horrific. Now, the person, the murderer was a police officer and killed these two people in cold blood with a police issued firearm. Now, there's so many things we can unpick from that alone, right? Now, coming up is the annual Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras. And for any of our audience that is from overseas, from America, from the UK, whatever, they're tuning in and don't know what the Mardi Gras is, it has been going for 40 years. And Akel, if you can please just, maybe look up the actual dates, like from how long it's been going, when it was established. So it's been going
from 1978. It started off as a protest, I believe. 1978. Don't quote.
So yeah, it started off as a protest, then turned into a march, which is to celebrate, to have acceptance for the gay and lesbian community, and now the LGBTQ plus. I'm sorry if I got that incorrect, audience. Community to come and celebrate, to be free, to be who they are without judgment, and just to have complete love in their heart. Now, they originally, it was like, tell me if I'm wrong here, but it was like they were going to ban the police from marching at all.
Yeah.
Yes. So originally, due to them being triggering, they were banning the police from marching. They were still allowed to be there, but they were just banned from marching and to be able to march in their uniform. But at that stage, it was marching in general. And then, as of recently, it's now been changed. They can march, but they're not allowed in uniform, and it's been just going in a circle, to be honest.
So yeah. So I'm taking my sunglasses off because I want to be serious here, and we have a lot of fun. We talk a lot of shit here. Now, I have gay friends, and I'm gonna be open and honest to you guys. And I don't think I've told you guys about this, but when I was a teenager, I was about 15 years old. Now, I had a friend who committed suicide, who unalived himself because he was gay. He never came out and said it, but in his note he did, and we all knew. Because he just how he was, like, it was him. Like, we still loved him, but if anyone fucked with him, like, you got to line up. And I grew up in a very, very rough area. Now, this friend of mine, he came from an ethnic background. He didn't think his family, he didn't think his friends would accept him. Like, you got to think this was like what, 97, and you know, like, bro, like it still hits me so hard. Like, bro, when I hear someone using like a homophobic slur, bro, like to me, it makes the hair on my neck stand. It makes me feel like just, oh God, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just got to get away from you. Like, it literally just gives me that eerie, horrible feeling because this person was so amazing. So to me, you know, I feel like the Mardi Gras and what the actual Mardi Gras stands for is something to be of acceptance for everybody. And
100%.
And to turn around and say that someone can't come and be proud to be a police officer and be a proud member of the LGBTQ plus I community goes against everything of what that stands for. And I'm sorry, like, for me, like, I don't understand it. Like, I understand that, yes, something horrible has happened, but we are condemning the many from the actions of one. And that to me is like, you can't. I just feel like this is going against what Mardi Gras stands for. And I am a straight white man here. Okay. I have, and I know people are going to say, oh, yeah, sure you do. I have gay friends. I have gay friends that my children call aunt and uncle that are that close to my family. Okay. And I'm not casting shade on anyone for this, except for people not being acceptance of the fact that these people did nothing wrong. But they should be able to march. They should be able to be proud to be who they are, to represent, to put their life on the line, but also to be a proud member of that community.
Well, I think what we're missing, I think what we're really, really missing here is it is tragic what has happened. Now, I'll stand by the fact that this was not a gay hate crime. I will stand by that.
No.
What is really upsetting to me, and I understand that a community like that would be grieving over this. Just like, you know, that could have been anyone I knew. That
just like George Floyd.
We all knew. It could have been anybody that this has happened to. It's tragic what has actually happened. My problem with it is these police officers are grieving too. Imagine being like, we all understand things here. We're learning as this goes on, so we can't be quoted here, but things have been missed. We understand things haven't gone directly the way they were meant to. But imagine being that poor person that did their job and gave that firearm out. That person would be grieving. Imagine being a person, a part of that community. Sorry, I keep saying that community just because I don't know the letters. I'm a bit dyslexic. I don't want to offend anybody. But
sure.
When it comes to that, them police officers that are in that community, they will be grieving. And for some of them, they would look forward to this weekend to stand with that community and grieve with them. Yeah. And it's unfortunately this like any other job. They have trained for this their whole lives. They go out and, let's be fair here, who cares what their sexual preference is? They keep all of us and our kids safe. And that is an heroic thing on its own.
Bro,
my problem is stemming from they deserve to go there and be a part of that community and grieve with them. When we're segregating them, when we're telling them they're not welcome, I would believe we're doing more harm than good, because that's a part of their life, being a police officer, just as much as part of their sexuality is a part of their life. And we don't give that community, imagine, for an example, I just turned around and said, oh, I like scaffolding more than wrestling, and the wrestling community turned their back on me. Yeah. I'd be heartbroken. It's not on that level, but they can't go to their community to grieve. That upset me. We're excluding. It's 2020 motherfucking 4. We should be at a stage of realizing we can't paint everyone with a fucking A because one person fucked up. Like, there's things happening all over the world, and we can't say these people are this and these people are that because of the actions of a few. But we're okay to do it here. No, we can't. But history is there to not be repeated. We all know what happened in 78. The horrific things they went through during that protest. We all know it. You can look it up on Google. And that was absolutely horrific. And they fought valiantly to be able to do what they're doing this Saturday. But to turn around to people in your own community and say, you're not welcome to be there, is bullshit. History is there to be learnt from, not to repeat. If we are just going to start excluding people again, like we've done in the past, what the fuck have we learned? We've learnt nothing. So how do we move forward as a fucking world if we're going to constantly look backwards? Even a broken clock's right twice a day, and this is becoming a fucking joke. I'm just so happy someone came to their senses, and I'm going to let them be a part of this day because they deserve to. They did nothing wrong. They are grieving as well. This is the actions of one person who we're starting to learn could not be mentally stable, and he has thrown all of this out of whack. I just don't believe it's fair on the individuals that risk their lives for us to cast them in the same boat. To me, that's complete and utter fucking bullshit.
Yeah, this is the problem, the same sort of thought logic that you have when when stuff like this happens, is it's one isolated incident, and it's obviously with murder, it's a very emotional topic. And for people who have lost their lives, people go around and they cops are painted one way, especially after the Black Lives Matter hysteria and everything else. And I personally don't think it's fair to put them all in a box. You can talk about their policies or whatever and things that you can change, but in this situation, this was a isolated incident, and I don't think groups or communities should suffer from this. This is the same example like anyone. If you would have flipped the scenario, if we were to treat the gay community one way, if we would treat the black community one way, if we treat anyone from any sort of ethnic race one way, then we are doing a disservice to society.
But bro, imagine in 2024 telling someone else, right, not to how not to dress. That'd be like saying, okay, we're gonna have this festival, but no woman wearing a hijab will be allowed to take part. Yeah. And you know what? Like even Aussie Observer, and this is a point that I wanted to talk about, is I don't know how he passed a psychological test, and that's something to become a police officer. And trust me, about 11 years ago, I looked into it. Okay, to do it, you have to there has to be one of the things that was you have to have be non-medicated for at least 2 years from any mental illness. That would include bipolar, schizophrenia, ADHD.
But I think what we also need to realize is he could have very well passed psychological. I've got friends that are police officers, and I'm going to stand on this ground now and say they are some of the most lovely people I've ever met. Bend over backwards for me at a heartbeat if I asked them to. What we're missing here is this is a very stressful job. This is there's not many things I wouldn't do as a job. That is one of them. I couldn't do it. So who's to say this downward spiral of these psychological, let's say, wasn't digressing over a period of time, and this specific instance in his love life was the straw that broke the camel's back. And if that's the case, we have other questions to ask. But on the main subject of banning communities, I don't want to hear about his psychological. That's a whole different topic. That is something different.
But bro, when I grew up, right? I'm a kid of the 80s and 90s, bro. I grew up, I was I'm not going to sit here and brag, bro, but I was a thug, bro. You know what I mean? We were like, fuck the police, bro. That was our thing, bro. That NWA song was our anthem, bro. You know what I mean? We were kids. But you know what? When I became an adult and when I got older and when I became more mature and a little bit more educated and started being around certain police officers, I was like, man, you know what I mean? These guys aren't bad. I was just a fucking punk motherfucker that was causing shit.
But
right?
even then, it's very much it's the same sort of concept of the actions of one are going to affect the many. Because if you actually have a look, this is a great example. If you have a look with the gay and lesbian community, since then, the police have taken years. Think about it. It's 2024 and we're still having issues. They're trying to mend that bridge for years. You know, we've done, as Australia, there's been things done to an Indigenous culture. We've been trying to repair that for years. You know, they do their best. And then it's things like this that make them all take 3 steps backwards, which isn't fair to everyone else that's probably spent 10, 20 years trying to mend that. and trying to do the right thing and trying to just include everyone, accept what's happening, and let's all come together. Like if we all remember the Lint factory problem, the Lint cafe siege, everyone came together and was against one person and knew what was going on. No one decided it was one group's fault. That's a powerful thing.
Real.
Why can't we stand together, even us that aren't a part of the community? Why can't we stand there and say this is wrong? Because
you're saying exactly the right thing, right? Like, we are 3 straight men. Well, AKL we're not sure about, but like we are 2.5 straight men that are like, let's face it, man, we come on here every week, bro. Are we politically correct? No. Do we give a fuck about if we offend anyone with what we say? No. So we are 3 and anyone on True Story Thursdays actually is going to be exactly what you see, is we tell you exactly how it is. We don't agree with certain things. We say what we think. We say what we feel. And that's exactly what this is. And you know what? We're not trying to throw hate on the LGBTQI plus community here. We're trying to just
because it's not all of them either. It's not all of them either. It's outrage.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
But we are trying to understand, and we are trying to I don't know, the audience that we have here. We're trying to show that we care here. We care about these people that are these police officers that are in this community. And it's like they shouldn't be told how they should dress, how they should be, especially on a night like that.
Well, they shouldn't be isolated. They should be just as welcomed as everyone else. And I'm going to go as far. As this. If I'm, let's say, for instance, I'm going to a football game. I don't care. Everyone come. Everyone come to this football game. You like football, you come to this game. We all share the same passion. Wrestling does a similar thing. Don't matter. We don't care we don't care. You like wrestling? We like wrestling. Come and join. Come and love wrestling. You're this. You're gay. You're lesbian. You identify one way or the other. Hey, we feel the same. Let's come together. And then it's, you know what? We can support that. We can support you guys being a community and standing up for each other. Let's go and do that.
Yeah.
But then when you turn around and do the opposite, you give fuel to the fire to these idiots that will drag you down.
Yeah, but I firmly...
But that's the thing, we're giving them material to fucking use.
But that's the thing we always talk about, right? We always talk about this cancel culture. We talk about this woke community. And I don't think, and you said it earlier, T, bro, like it's not always about it's not always about being whatever it may be, but it's like it's this thing. It's like, oh, they find a reason to cancel, to bring someone down, because let's look at it, bro. The police have a level of power. If you're a police officer in uniform, you have a level of power over civilians. That is fact, because you are there to uphold the law. You are there to provide society with law and order. And I feel like this is just a way to turn around and say, hey, we can fucking control you. And you know what? That is what the woke, that is what these fucking insane, and like I said, not all of that community is in favor of this. I personally, who have always been a supporter, have had close friends and have ended friendships with people that were homophobic, that were actually at my house when I had friends that are part of that community, and those friends that were homophobic said something to me, around me, I heard it. I turned around and said, hey, guys, by the way, thank you so much for coming to the barbecue. Can you just throw your bottles in the bin on your way out? And they're like, what? And these are people I'd known since I was a teenager. They're like, what? I'm like, if you want to talk like that and you have that view, my door's that way. Walk through it. Don't come back and delete my number.
See, I think we're all falling victim to the news media cycle too. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. I think these days with the news media cycle, it's always been this way, but it's ramped up now because of the internet, obviously, in the age of information. But where we're at right now, the most radical thing is always going to get the clicks. So I can say something very based and very normal, and no one's going to hear about it, right? But if I say something like we should do this to ban this, or something horrible, some extremist viewpoint, then the news media is going to pick that up, and then it's going to grow steam and everything else, because people aren't clicking on normal opinions anymore. What's happening is people are clicking on these extremist viewpoints and probably the most irrational and the most jump to conclusion big power stance that you can have. And that's what's happening in the media, everywhere, in our social dialogue, and that's what's sort of creating this division between everyone, I believe.
I agree.
The one thing I'll always come back to, and it's the easiest thing I got taught as a kid. You treat others the way you want to be treated. I do.
Yeah, you know what, bro? Like, look at.
What does he think? Like wrestling that will respect me for going to do it. I've got people that don't agree with every word I say, but they respect me to listen to that, and I have to respect them and listen to them. It's treat others how you expect to be treated, and watch the world change. Hate is an emotion that takes so much out of you from doing other things. Why waste your fucking energy?
Mm-hmm. Hey, what about what Sarge says right here? Sarge proves the best point. Like, Akel, you want to read it out? Go for it.
Just wait till there is a large incident on the night, and there's no fast response until the riot breaks. So, yeah, exactly. It's exactly what happened with the Capitol Hill occupied precinct in Seattle. They decided that they didn't want any cops involved. They started their own country in the Capitol Hill zone in Seattle. They started that, and then there was about 3 murders and about 50 overdoses in a matter of 2 weeks.
That's insane.
And there was no one to stop it. The cops like, we can't come in, it's a threat to our safety, and that happens. So at the end of the day, like,
dude, you know what? It becomes like so crazy where it's the point. Remember the COVID riots and stuff like that when we were in lockdown and people were rioting and they were like throwing like ink. Like, I was actually talking to Vince Russo, name drop there. And he actually I think he called me, or we were doing a podcast, something like that. And he's like, bro, like, what's going on? Is everything okay? Like, I'm seeing this shit on the news. I'm going, bro, like the police are getting ink bombed. And remember there was like photos of this guy like fucking like right hooking a horse, and like there's a photo of a police officer with like smashed glass and fucking ink all over him. Like, bro, like these people go to fucking depths of hell that you will not want to like even go to, bro. Trust me. And from someone who like grew up in a way where it was like even my family to a certain extent, like I remember like my cousin's kid when she was like 5 years old turned around and said to me and my uncle, which was her grandfather, it was like, yeah, when I grew up I want to be a police officer. And she sat at a dinner table and the whole room just went quiet. You know what I mean? Like, and I remember her grandfather, my uncle, just going, "You won't be my granddaughter for me." I'm just,
jeez.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, and for me,
different time, different time.
But dude, I even remember like when I was thinking about being a police officer, I went to my best friend and I was like, bro, like, like I'm thinking about becoming a cop. And he stopped. He looked at me and I went, but bro, like how we grew up. Like, I would lose all my friends and probably have half my family disown me.
Yeah.
And he just stood there and he was like, he listened, he didn't say a word, and then he went, fuck him. He goes, you'd be a fucking mad cop, bro. He goes, you just go around driving around the area busting Lebos and shit for having defect cars. He goes, you would be able to pick it up and know when people are he goes, you'd be the fucking man. And then that's when I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go look at it doing it. But like, it didn't pan out, obviously.
Now you're a wrestling podcaster. Oh, how the world goes round.
Well, that's the thing. Is this even a wrestling podcast at this point? Like, I feel
not anymore.
I feel like we cover wrestling, but I feel like our audience is like so invested in like that we talk about real shit. Yeah, that they actually want to actually tune in and see what we say. Like, yeah, we're going to talk about wrestling tonight. Like, we've gone 30 minutes on like some random shit, but like.
If it's fucking oops us. I mean, like at the end of the day, you gotta have the right target market. But the thing is, at the same time, like if you have a point and it's on your mind, why are you not going to talk about that? Why are you going to be like Brock Lesnar to AEW confirmed, Sheamus to AEW confirmed? Swooper to AEW confirmed. Who gives a
Swooper!
fuck?
Bring in that Swooper! Bring in that Swooper, man!
Bro,
Shout out
like,
Swooper. Honestly,
you know-
I've never seen anyone put beer away like Swooper. Shout out to Swooper.
yeah, he's hit me up
Honestly.
multiple. He's hit me up multiple times for me to do an interview with him, and I'm just
Honestly,
like,
it'd be the best 20 minutes of your life before he passes out.
Thursdays is the show for him.
Oh,
really? Okay, if we can get Swooper in the comments, I'll bring him on next Thursday. How about
Oh,
Yeah, someone go,
message-
Shaz, go tell
someone
Swooper.
go check the local pub near Swoop. You'll be
Hey,
down
guys,
there,
make-
Third Road, Big Red.
that? Hey guys, make sure as well if you want us to yeah. I can't even talk tonight.
Try again, mate.
If you-
Try again. Take two.
But edit that out, Akel. If you would like us to talk about a certain topic tonight, throw in a super sticker. Let us know what the topic is, or a super chat, super thanks, whatever. Or if you're on Twitch, a bit or bits, whatever it may be. But
You're doing
Shaz
what?
Namaste
You're
says there
selling
was a
what bits?
bits on Twitch. So
You're selling
there was
bits?
so Shaz Namaste says there was a dude who was doing a fire show in the middle of the Sydney riot. He got arrested. He was an old yoga student of mine, but I'm pretty sure his mind's cracked. Gobs and tops.
Oh my god!
Why did I even read that? I was just like,
Awesome.
Oh no!
oh.
Oh, I definitely know about that. But
We don't
I had-
talk about Bruno.
I had. Do I shoot here? What do you want me to say?
about
What do you want
Mikey
me to
Lord,
say?
shoot about Mikey Lord. Yeah.
Please, mate. If someone
Mikey
throws
Lord
in a
Shoot podcast?
if someone throws in a super chat more than $7.99, and they want me to shoot, I'll shoot.
Okay,
Thank you.
heard it here first. True story.
Oh!
Yes. Swooper
All right.
on a watch along, just sinking beers.
Oh,
Sinking beers
man.
with the boys.
Imagine that. Like by the time Roman's entrance finishes down the carton.
Hey, Akel, like next, like we have to start doing watch alongs. I feel like we have the audience
Yes.
that wants to see us do it. I want to throw out a suggestion that if
Yeah.
someone throws out like a $20 super sticker, right? That you do magic mushrooms while we do watch along.
Oh,
Would you do it?
yeah, I'll fucking do it. We can't say that we got to
You-
have code
you-
words.
No, you can be at my house and you can have these
Medical.
special fungi, and I will oversee it and make sure you're okay.
Yeah, mushrooms are my favorite fucking type of. I think they're a fruit. I think mushrooms are a fruit.
Nah, they're a vegetable, bro. Well,
Nah, I
you'll
think
be
they're
anyway after them.
I think I'm gonna be a vegetable.
Could you imagine Akel just sitting there just going,
No, I don't reckon it'd be that guy. I reckon it'd be this guy going, no one
I did.
loves me, man. But why is this unicorn
hey,
looking
hey,
at me
hey,
like a
John,
monster?
hey, John, John, Akel will pay for him. You can get him if you want to make sure. I'll even have you a part of it, bro.
What do
Don't
you
race
mean?
me, brother.
What do you mean? I know a guy. Don't worry about it.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Far out, man. We're gonna get kicked off every platform at this point, bro. Like
Oh,
we
I
are
don't
gonna
know.
get,
I don't need a wife. I just needed to learn how to love myself. That's what we
Yeah,
need.
you've been doing that since you were 16. How's that helping you?
yeah, most of us start at 12.
I've got it down to a
I
T now.
remember, I remember his mum told me a story once that he went missing for a week, come back out, big red stain on his undies. He beat it till there was no bloody skin left on it, the poor fella.
Yeah,
you
she
not to
told me
tell that.
she actually told me that too, but she actually said it more like this.
Oh my!
So yeah, but I don't know if she was
But she's a
talking to me
lovely
because I was
lady.
more.
She's a lovely lady.
I don't know. I don't know if she was only talking to me because I wasn't the only person in the room,
I
Oh,
hate
no,
you
she
guys.
was. I was.
And she
over,
ma-
I was over getting milk.
I hate
and her
you
mouth
so
was
much.
full.
I was off getting the milk, if you catch me drift. Never came back.
The milkman.
Oh dear. All right, you know what, guys? Let's get into our segment for this evening, eh? Let's get into the first segment of the evening. Let me get rid of this comment. Where is it? Okay. Ah, shit. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna get into the first segment of the evening, which is
I'm just looking for love, you know.
producer wants a wife. Akel. can you please tell us an update? We brought on like Ree last week, which, bro, T, I don't know. You weren't here for that. We had Sarge here. Me and Sarge did like a bit of couples counseling. We did some therapy.
I made sure I watched it,
bro. She was
valid
lovely.
points.
She was absolutely lovely, and I think you're punching there. To be honest, I think you're punching with everyone.
She was lovely. She was nice. She is the girl you bring home to mum. That's a bit too good for me, but I'm saying, like, buddy, you could do something there.
I think she raised some valid points. I think I raised some valid points.
You didn't put her over at all. You completely buried her clean.
You did.
I think maybe the throw of the bouquet was a bit rough, the flowers. But,
yeah,
lovely dinner. You know what I mean? We had a lovely dinner. Wasn't all paid for, but at the same time, we do what we can. You know what I mean? Love is shared.
I was just impressed that even that you asked her to pay for half of the fucking bill, right? And even after that, she was still gonna let you lose your virginity.
Equality.
Yeah, bro. She was still gonna accept that, and then you fucked up and you asked what her body count is.
Well, I think you don't ask the miles that are on the car, Alex. You just don't.
Look,
if it's registered with papers and a pink slip, then it's insured. Just take it.
I just thought I could hang with her. You know what I mean? Like, what's your body count? Me and Torture do the same thing. So just what's your body count? Storm.
Yeah, but he's one of the boys.
I don't even get off the first hand, but.
Hey, Sarge, she's beautiful. Don't fuck it up. Hey, all Alex can do is have sex on his back because all he does is fuck up.
Look. At the end of the day, I have invited her on a third date now, actually. So that's huge, and she is talking back to me. So she's talking to me. It's not just like the 3 dots and then disappear for 4 hours. You know what I mean? We're gonna go, and I'm thinking we're gonna go do like a skydiving date. I don't know if it's a bit early, but I mean, it's one of those things where I get to sort of, be next to her and just show her how masculine I am. You know what I mean? Like going down, be like, I'm fearless, and that's what
you're going to go down on the third date.
I want to. Yeah, I'm going to go down all the way into Wollongong City and, land.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So your first experience to this girl is the greatest thing I'd like to do with you is throw you off a plane.
Look.
Oh, look at this. Talking about throwing shadies. This motherfucker ain't even been home.
He hasn't even got the bat yet. He hasn't even got the bat yet. He's still doing the registration fee.
Shady's trying to bury me in the chat. I don't like it.
Keep going, Shady. Let's go, baby.
We're doing my best to make something here. Am I paying for it? Well,
dude, I want to know. Have you hit up Michelle yet? Because Michelle was fucking fire, bro.
Bro, she has not. Shut up. Honestly, buddy. So the new bloke's gone ever since that day. So we had family dinner the other night, and the new bloke's gone. She came over by herself, and honestly, it gave me the screaming shits because I don't want to deal with you any other day but this hour that we have to do. And she would not shut the fuck up. Honestly, mate, it was doing my absolute head in.
Look, I don't know about bingo. That's the hard part for me. I don't know if I can really I'll do Battleship. I'll play Battleship. Bingo is one of those things where
that's entrepreneurship. That's entrepreneurship, bro. Why haven't you went on?
You know what? I really feel like Michelle has the
she'd have the balls to back it up.
Guts to really handle you.
If we get into this studio and we get the cameras, we get everything going. When we do. We're
probably maybe a couple months away from really maybe say 3 to 4, maybe 5 months away.
It'll definitely be until the end of this year, for sure.
Yeah.
After I scope out Manhattan for some fine babes.
But dude, I don't know. I feel like so you're going over to America, right? So we're gonna have to get you we're gonna have to get a guest from the USA on. She's got to be a potential date for you.
I mean, I heard Aussies do pretty well over there, right? No.
Well, yeah.
It depends. You just don't do these very often. You'll be fine.
Yeah, and don't ask what the body count is.
All right, okay. No fucking no body counts. Fair enough. Look, I may have overstepped with that one, but everyone makes mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Like you said, the broken clock thing is right.
A broken
What?
clock's right twice a day.
Twice a
Broken
day.
broken cock or clock?
Wait, no, the opposite way. Even perfect armor has kinks in it, and I slipped up, boys. But you know what can you do?
You just got to bounce back now. All right, it's the heat. You got to bounce back.
We learn,
Hey
we
man,
live, we recover.
I think one of the things when you get back is we have to go do that date with you and Emily. I feel like that's an important one.
Okay. Well, look.
And maybe a date with Michelle. Like I feel like that's pretty good. But like if you do it, you have to let us like be like we have to work out how we put an earpiece on you, and
Bullshit, I'm the waiter.
then me, T, and Sarge are gonna like feed you lines.
Bullshit, I'm going to be the waiter. I'm going to hit them up. I want a work uniform and all. I'm serving that table that night, baby. I'm getting front row seats to this absolute clusterfuck.
Look, if it's in a restaurant controlled environment where my asshole is protected, we're good. I'll be on
There you go. Akel needs his asshole protected.
I think they have a plug for that.
I want a seat with no holes in it.
Perfect way to end this week's segment of.
I'm just looking for love, you know.
Man, did you guys see what was in the wrestling news this week about Stephanie McMahon?
Nah. What happened?
So apparently, I was wrong. A couple of weeks ago, I said Stephanie left because she like found out and was like disgusted about Vince's exploits. No. She was just covering that motherfucking shit up.
No.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Apparently, she's covered up quite a few of Vince's sexploits.
I thought that too because I was thinking there. I'm like, how would Stephanie do this? Would Shane ideally protect his father's information from, you know, the daughter who's like obviously doesn't want to hear anything about that, right? So to me, I'm like, well, you know, it makes sense, like in this situation for Shane to sort of like be like, oh, you know, don't worry about that. But you know what I mean? You can't not know. This guy was running wild, like Hulkamania, but backstage.
Dun, dun, dun. When the cock's pumping harder, she's screaming out.
Jesus fuck.
She doesn't have a chance when I'm crapping on her dial. We signed NDAs and we pay money around here. I told my daughter and she still doesn't fucking care.
Jesus.
Dude,
I am a real.
It's bad. It's fucking
bad.
very
It's
bad.
very bad.
Like she's fucked. The whole family is going to be disgraced. And the worst thing is it's bad because the link is
usually toilet paper. Usually toilet paper and a couple of million and a sheet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I honestly, I don't see, and the problem is here is like because Stephanie is involved now. Obviously, Hannah's happily married to Steph. We don't know about the situation, but you know, this is a fucking real big problem because it's got links to Triple H. We can see maybe a potential consequence there, right? And he's running this stuff well. And if you're like me and you're a wrestling traditionalist, and you guys both are, like you'd say, how does a big company run wrestling? And are they going to get the people involved to be able to run it properly, like the way WWE's done? And because it's been such a one-man ship and a monopoly for a long time over the market, is this next person who comes in going to know everything and how to take control of a wrestling company? Because obviously Tony Khan doesn't have a fucking clue.
He wouldn't know a wristlock from a wristwatch. He doesn't know his dick from his asshole. He don't have a fucking clue.
Yeah.
No. And look, Vince McMahon is kind of like the Walt Disney of professional wrestling. You know, he made it what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, for the longest part, like I feel like could Triple H be liable? I think potentially yes, but I think that at the moment, who are they going to bring in to replace Triple H? There isn't some. Like what? Shawn Michaels?
Jimmy Cornette, mate.
Maybe. Would Shawn Michaels even do it? Like it's a big responsibility for someone to take on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Jimmy got it covered, mate. I'll make a phone call. I'm a member of the cult of Cornette. Contact me, mate, Jimmy.
But you know what? Even Ronda Rousey said it is like, you know, if Bruce Pritchard is still there, Vince McMahon is still in part of it. And it's the same thing with Triple H. Like it's his son-in-law. You think he's not going to get a phone call going, hey, Paul. Yeah, it's Vince. You know what I mean? Like, fuck the fans. Roman's going over. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
that would be
exactly.
music to my ears. I'd be like, thank you, Vinnie Mac.
yeah. But like, that's the whole point where it's like, to think that Vince doesn't still have his hand in there at some point, like he's probably walked away and made billions off this.
Yeah.
He's got to lose a couple.
But the fact that he's like been accused of sexual trafficking, what sort of jail time are we talking here? Like that's that's what, a federal crime?
Yeah.
I mean, that jail's probably going to have a pool table. Like, if we're being honest.
Screen.
Yeah.
Sitting there going, hey, we need someone get the cock. We need Mania on.
The reality is that's how it is. Like, it's just rich people fucking get ahead.
Well, I mean, but that's the whole thing. Like, remember, you know, the thing in the UK with what was his name? He had a show in the UK called Jim Could Fix It or something like that. That was a documentary on him that was on Netflix. And it was this English guy. What was his name? Fuck. And he was like, he was involved.
Your name half the time. I can't remember.
He was involved. No. He was involved in the pro wrestling industry. Jimmy Lavelle, I think his name was. Akel, can you check that?
I'm not sure.
Jimmy
Lavelle.
Jimmy Lavelle, yeah. So he was a guy who had a show called Jim Will Fix It. He was like the biggest national icon in UK, did like all this stuff for charity. But like once he died, all these skeletons started coming out, like of like him going to like these homes of these girls that were like come from like real like troubled backgrounds and having like intercourse with them. So he would say like, you can go and accuse me, but like I'm fucking Jimmy Savile. Like, you're fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you're a fucking piece of shit. Like, who's going to believe? I'm fucking, he was like, he even had Prince Charles sending him like speeches that Prince Charles was going to do, saying, hey, Jimmy, can you please read this and edit, I value what you say. And his ex-assistant had exposed all this shit.
Yeah, Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savile. So it's the same thing with Vince McMahon. I think it's the same sort of thing. Once Vince goes, I feel like there is going to be a plethora of fucking shit that is going to come out. This is only the tip.
Yeah.
Does Dark Side of the Ring ever offer a pay-per-view? I think they're going to.
What's the amount? How much money have they paid and to put this down and bury this story for fucking years? There's no way we have anywhere near close to the info or even 5% of the information.
No. And I'm telling you now, whether it's in 10, 5, 20 years, when Vince passes on, there is going to be a shitstorm of people just coming. I reckon he'll have illegitimate kids, the whole fucking lot. Like, Rocky Johnson, how he found out like after he passed, he had 10 other kids. I reckon Vince is going to have at least 50.
Oh, fuck me. Those grapefruits. Genetic jackhammer.
Those genetic jackhammer.
Oh, fuck.
But fuck, man.
We're going to burst my sperm.
Yeah. I mean, like, we're really just throwing out a lot of
what ifs here. And
yeah,
I don't know. Like, I just have the feeling like after hearing the story, it still has that same kind of ick as Jimmy Savile.
Yeah. No, it's definitely going to be something huge. It's probably going to be one of the bigger like corporates. Like, honestly, it's going to be less attention maybe than Weinstein, but it will be greater. Like, I'm predicting it'll be like a greater level of fucked up.
Oh, yeah, I agree. But look, dude, I don't want to sort of like cut the subject here, but look, you are going to America on Monday, right? And we actually have a few videos here for you, which is from some friends that are in the game that care about you a little bit, not very much. Some of them, mainly me.
I had to pay a couple.
Yeah, we had to pay a couple, but we're going to start playing a couple of videos right here, and these are from some people. So here we go.
This is a shout out from the original greaser Robbie Zuko to Alex Akel, aka Fly Guy. Want to wish you all the best for your up and coming trip. Be safe, make us proud, Be respectful to everyone there, chase the dream, and just remember one thing, that all the pretty girls say, you're pretty fly for a white guy.
G'day mate, just wanted to give you a shout out regarding your US trip. Myself, Luke and all the team down at Rock and Roll are really proud of you for pursuing it. You're probably in that 1% now of Australian wrestlers who actually make the leap to go over and train overseas, which I think is phenomenal. You're a very hard worker and we all love having you around. You're a fantastic human being. Hope you enjoy it, and we look forward to hearing all the stories and memories that I'm sure you will make over there. Cheers, buddy. Have a good one.
Oh my God.
Hey, sunshine. Just taking the time away, living the dream. To turn around and wish you good luck and good riddance in America. I will be the best 6 weeks of my life not having to deal with you. But congratulations either way.
Oh.
Deadly Shock aside, DSK here. Akel, I want to say a nice little farewell to you, okay? I know you are going to the States very, very soon. Me and you, we got one more match though. This Saturday night, AWS, Montel House. So fans, get your tickets. It's going to be a good one. But before we send you off, I want you to remember something. Please, 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 forget about everybody here. Okay, just forget it, man. You do way too much for the scene here. You are an absolute asset to the scene, but you don't need to worry about anything back here. Go to the States, give them hell, show them what the Fly Guy's all about. Okay, represent my teachings and everyone else that you've learned from, because I know you are a student of the game. I wish you nothing but the best. Buzz, buzz.
Aiko, I hope that the all expenses paid trip by Piers for working so hard on this podcast for the last 6 months has paid off. I hope you're going to have the best time over there. Just enjoy yourself. And yeah, see you soon.
Mr. Akel, it's the Australian hero here in his crappy little car, in his wonderful, crappy little polo top. The boys at the pod have told me that you're going away on a little bit of a holiday, and if you asked me, to be honest, mate, I would have told you that publicly urinating near a public school was a bad idea. So I really hope you enjoy your 8 to 15 years going away. But in all seriousness, Aiko, I love you. My God, I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm just getting really emotional. I love you like a brother. You're one of the good ones, and I know you're going away to the great land of America, and I hope for good things for you, but I hope for good things for you throughout the whole entire year of 2024. I love you. Best of luck with everything, and because you know what, just go fuck yourself as well.
Hey, Aiko, good luck on your trip, brother. All the best. Don't forget me when you're at the top.
Hey, bro. I just want to pass my best on to you for your next step in your professional wrestling journey. I hope you have a great 6 weeks over in the US. I hope you learn and take everything you can from some of the great people you're going to go and learn from, and the professionalism and all that sort of stuff. You have done so much for my comeback, which I've been so appreciative of, and you've done so much for like what we do on the podcast here, and especially AWS. Like, you're a real superstar, and mate, it is a pleasure. Have a great time, enjoy yourself, and mate, best step ahead. Come back smarter, stronger, more hungry, and I love you, brother. See you soon.
Hello, mate. It's me, your best friend, Tobias Hemmingsworth Jr. Best of luck when you go away. I'll miss you every day, and please call me whenever you need. Also, you're a piece of shit, and I hope you die of neural disease. Mwah.
3, 2, 1, boom! Hey, this is TNT. I'm here in the Philippines. Just want to send a shout out to my mate Aiko. Heard you go to the USA, go do some wrestling stuff, go and have a blast, mate. I'm sure you'll hopefully refine those skills and have some fun at the same time. So yeah, enjoy your trip, and we will see you when you get back. Boom! Have a great excursion. Boom.
Okay, bro. And now it's time for mine. You ready for this one?
Holy fuck.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Now I'm going to play mine.
Hey, Akel, just wanted to wish you a very, very happy birthday, mate. Honestly, I hope it's the best birthday you can imagine.
It's not his birthday. He's going to America for 6 weeks.
What? He's going to America? Oh, thanks a lot, you fucking asshole. Now who's going to produce the podcast? Prick.
In all seriousness, bro, like I wanted to do that as a joke. And I think, you know, what everyone said there, I'm going to repeat the same sentiments, and even what Kasai said. Don't worry about the scene here. Go to America, show that respect to everyone that you show here. Go show them why you're such a fucking hard worker. Get as much information out of everything you can, and honestly, bro, as I said to you before we started going live here tonight, I'm so fucking proud of you. I'm so, honestly, I'm going to put it out publicly, bro. I am so glad that I have someone like you in my life who was a part of this journey, on this podcast journey with me, because like, I'll tell the whole audience, bro, without you, without Charles, without you who puts in so much work into this podcast would not be where it's at without you. And like T would confirm that, Sarge would confirm that, Vinny would confirm that, Charles would confirm that, I would saying that here. So one of the very few times I'm going to put you over and say, man, I am so fucking proud of you. You have done an amazing fucking like job with everything you've done. You have earned this trip. Go over there and give them hell.
Fuck me. Oh my God.
But I appreciate the offer.
boy, I'm fucking. Oh, we should have played that at the end of the podcast. I'm fucking wrecked. That was insane, dude. First of all, I wouldn't change it for the world either, man. My life is fucking crazy on a day-to-day basis, but it's fun. Like, it's fucking awesome. Like, I wouldn't want anything more than this, like, in everything in my life. And even people that, like, I might feel like I sometimes have differences with, like, you know, going in there and, like, you know, putting some videos up, and just shows me that, like, you can make things up in your head with, like, the way people view you. And sometimes, like, I deal with, like, social anxiety and stuff, and sometimes, and like, you know, seeing that, like, just makes me think we actually do have a fucking pretty supportive scene.
Dude, I'm going to tell you this. That's not all the videos.
What? No, stop.
Dude, like, I'm telling you, bro, like, I had to minimize that shit. Like, but we have more videos that we're going to put together and collate into a video for you. So Sarge basically went to the effort. He contacted everybody and has done it all. So I have to say that it wasn't my idea. It wasn't T's idea. It wasn't Vinny's idea. It was Sarge's idea. And he said it to me, and straight away I was like, yes, let's go.
That's what that message
I
was
only
about.
went and got a selected cut that Sarge wouldn't be able to get a hold of.
Thank you, boys. I fucking love you guys, man. That was seriously, like, I was doing this all the time. It was a whole week leading up to this. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, like, when I'm over there. Like, I know I'm gonna be around there, and I know I'm gonna be putting my best foot forward and planning stuff and getting everything sorted. But I just, like, fucking knowing that, like, it just feels like I've got people backing me, man. And
Dude, when we get off the dance, when we finish going live, we're gonna talk, and I'm gonna get it done tonight. I'm gonna reach out to a few people I know in New York that I'm gonna say, hey, look, just look out for, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see if they can get you an opportunity, if they can give you anything, even if it's just like to go and hang around at a show and you can get some knowledge or something like that. I feel like if they can, you know what I mean? I'm going to try my best to get everyone to try and help you out. And mate, you got to go check out Johnny Rods at Gleason's, bro.
Fucking oath, dude. This fucking professional wrestling journey has been wild so far. And the fact that I've got, like that support, man. Oh, fuck, I love every single one of you so damn much, and I love this community, man. And we're gonna keep fucking going to make this better. And I'll give my life for the fucking cause. Let's fucking do it.
Hell yeah, bro. You heard it here first. Akel's going to put his life on the line for the podcast in America. We're going to fucking do it. We're going to have fucking some crazy content coming to you next week and beyond for the next 6 weeks. And believe me, baby, it ain't all that. But it is that time for us to get some advice, I feel like. It's now time to get some advice from someone who's been there, done that in 3 years.
Hello there. I didn't see you walk in. My name is Tobias Hemmingsworth Jr., the 3-year veteran of Australian pro wrestling and the man who's going to change the landscape of pro wrestling etiquette. Example number 2. If a booker comes up to you and says, "Hey kid, you got 8 minutes," and he doesn't put you in the main event, take liberties. Take 20 minutes. Hell, take 40 minutes. Show them that you're an Iron Man of Australian pro wrestling. The sooner you realize this, the sooner the better. You're a star. And if you're not in the main event, then you're not important. In other words, just say, "That doesn't work for me, brother. But, don't say the N-word. And see.
Great advice. To live by that advice when you're over there, man. Just go for 40 minutes. Opening match, AEW Dark, heaps of super kicks.
Blade, go to the outside. Blade, come in, take a destroyer, kick out at 1, break your leg off the ladder. Just the usual open and mash shit.
I went from crying to laughing in 1 minute.
Bro, you know what? That shows how old this 3-year veteran is, right? Honestly, he has literally got the worst video quality I've ever seen.
They didn't have the 140p was the standard in 1970.
Frank's Pickle Barrel, he's said, hit up Big Ray. Yeah, bro, Big Ray's my homie. I'm gonna shoot him a text after this, and we'll shoot up a few of the boys from that crew, man. He is over. Slap the promoter. I'm captain now. But how good is that we have someone dude, we've had Robbie Zuko, we've had on Vinny Vane, we've had on and even I've interviewed some amazing veterans in this game, but no one quite like veteran Tobias Hemmingsworth Jr.
No one matches the candle that bloke.
Some people just get it, mate. Some people just wake up one day and that blip goes off in their head and they just get it.
Yeah. Chat, let me know. Do you want to see a one-on-one interview with me and Tobias Hemmingsworth Jr.?
Are you keen for Tobias Hemmingsworth Jr.'s Australian Stampede coming this October?
Any given Sunday, bro. But dude,
nah, I'm not booked.
Oh damn, I'm not booked, Terry. But I think we also have to go into our next segment straight off the bat. I feel like because we have gone over it on a few things, but it is that time.
Mark says what?
It is time for Mark Says What. Now we've got a couple here because I don't think Akel's put up many. So it's only been the 2. So while Akel's doing that, we're going to bring up the first part of Mark Says What, which is Tony Khan is the only person who can save TNA. Tony must buy TNA and bring it back to its glory days. I'm sure the current TNA roster wants it. I'm sure they do. And they hope it'll happen one day. Yeah, I'm sure the friggin' Ring of Honor roster hope the same shit.
He looks like a shower loafer in that photo.
Bro, why does every photo of Tony Khan look like he is just so soft?
Stop shitting on him. I've got to get a look in America.
Don't do enough super kicks.
Mark says what? Akel says on a podcast, I got to get a look in America. See, what do you think about this statement from this Mark?
Fucking stupid shit said from a stupid cunt. Like, there's no other way to put it. The bloke hasn't. He wouldn't save his mother from a burning fire. Fucking honestly, like, what the fuck's he done? Besides piss daddy's money down the drain. He bought Ring of Honor. He's done as much with that as fucking St. George is going to do in the 2024 season. Ooh. And what's he meant to buy tits and ass for? He can go get it for fucking $2 cheaper down the road. And I'm a fan of TNA's product. I don't want him anywhere fucking near it.
I mean, Tony Khan would sit there and go, "Oh my God, more belts. More fucking belts. More belts.
More belts.
You give people more trophies."
There's going to be 5 knockouts divisions.
I'm going to have a belt PTSD.
Okay, we are going to need that. We're going to need that photo. We're going to need that photo.
No way.
I got to see that. All
That's
right,
like
so
something you do to me on a rib in Thailand.
Dude. Okay, so our naked. Hey, Joel, you take over, bro. I'm all over the shop.
Can't wait to see the big three in AEW soon. They're going to help AEW in many ways. Can't wait to see their matches, and all three will be future champs. AEW ain't dead. It's going to get more exciting now. And it's a photo of Will Ospreay, Mercedes Moné, and Okada. Okay, yeah.
I mean, the one in the middle looks like Sasha Banks, but I don't know who the other two marks are.
I won't shit on them, but I am going to say, when you got a bloke that couldn't draw a fucking star, he's not going to make any of these motherfuckers a star. Like, they've all got a job to the Bucks before we even get to see them on TV.
Oh, bro. I just got the fucking... hang on a sec. I got to figure out where's my Instagram? Okay, so I'm going to share this. I just got sent this. Where's my messages? Here we go.
This may be the worst podcast in my life. We keep talking about Tony Khan.
Oh, come on. You love it. It's all good.
Yeah. That and fucking hemorrhoids.
Okay, can you see that?
Oh, bro.
Why does he look better? Why does that look better looking?
That's something out of the fucking Scream. That's fucking terrifying.
You know,
I mean, he looks less mentally disabled.
It's like the tattoo artist forgot that he had to actually like angle the face, so he just angled the face anyway on a straight face. That's one of the worst tattoos I've ever seen. That was horrible.
Meth head Tony.
Nah, his drug of choice is Colombian salt.
Oh my God. But I'll tell you what, bro, like if Tony Khan ever sees this podcast, bro, I'm going to be straight up, man. Tony, if you want to give me a job, bro, I'll be your best friend, bro. I'll do lines of Coke and drink White Claws with you. I'll tell you your ideas are fucking peachy keen, bro. I'll tell you that the wrestling business doesn't involve politics or drama or any kind of bullshit at all. No, everyone's just one big friend. No one argues at all, Tony. I'll be everything that you need. Hit me up, bro. For $1.2 million a month, I'll be that guy you need.
Fucking oath.
And the
fucking oath, Tony. Let's do it. Book the fly guy, Tony, please.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what? There it is. If you book the fly guy, Torture may sit and watch 5 minutes of AEW. Tony, I watch this shit of a fucking product, and I will watch it if we have a fly guy match.
Bro, anyone can get booked on AEW Dark, bro. Even Shazza McKenzie.
Don't start with that.
Did she?
Sorry.
Action Andretti. That's my favorite AEW star. Action Andretti.
Who?
Action Andretti.
Exactly.
Serpentico.
Oh my God. Is that the guy that does the gimmick of the snake and pretends to be a snake? Is that the one?
that sounds fucking awesome. So coming from another animal of the animal kingdom, that sounds awesome.
That's fucked.
We need a fucking rainforest. There'll be a rainforest stable soon, I'm sure of it. And there'll be like a fucking 16-man stable belt with followed by a freebird rule. I don't fucking know.
Didn't they call one of the big giant guys the redwood tree or something? The fucking was it Big Cass got the redwood thing or something?
We're never going over an hour again. It's just
wow.
Yeah, we can't disclose that, mate. A good mate of mine, a band member of Fozzy, said NDA can't talk about it.
It's better than shitting on someone's head.
Doing coke off their ass.
Oh, well, on that note, hey guys, like anyone in the super chat, in the chat want to throw in a super sticker, guys, we are prepared to go on a little bit longer. But I feel like since Akel is leaving us for 6 weeks, we do need to get him to do a punishment while he's over in America.
It wouldn't all be sunshine and roses.
Hey, if anyone wants to throw in a super chat, save $2.99 and above, we are going to let Akel do your dare while he's in America. Dude, like you have to go and do you have to get up at 5 a.m. to do this podcast, and you have to do it in Centennial Park. That's what I'm daring you to do.
Central Park? Yeah, I'm
whatever,
done.
like whatever the most like criminal activity is, which is the most major. Like I feel like that
from the Bronx, live from the Bronx. True story Thursdays.
I'm still Akel from the block.
I'm missing my finger.
I used to have a little bit. Now I've got even littler.
I just played a game of Russian backgammon and bet my finger. Now I'm on the podcast.
It's all right, boys. I got us that studio. I'm minus the kidney, but we're going to get it.
See, that's commitment, bro.
He said he was risking his life, bro. He said he's risking his life. There it is.
Hey, so before we wrap up, bro, like, T, you've got something you've been wanting to run. So the floor is yours, Senator.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get this studio quicker through the great fucking mind of me. And we're going to be complete fucking degenerates doing it. So we've cooked up a special little fucking multi to celebrate the bloody football coming back. And we just thought, who knows football better than a wrestler that's the shits and has no idea? So what we've done to be fucking geniuses, and I've got to read the game because I don't remember. We're going with the underdogs here, with the underdog going over to America. We're an underdog team. The underdog's coming in. So we're back in Manly to get rid of fucking the Rabbitohs. And we're going to take Okatalau at 4:30, which is a fucking steal. Like Cody Walker wouldn't tackle my daughter, let alone tackle this big fuck. And then we've got Jason Saab, have you seen, like, the bloke can run. He can't do much else, be bloody quick. So we're going to go on that at 2:10. I'll take that any day of the week. But, of course, we just can't leave it at that. We're going to go one step and further. And when we go down here, this little motherfucker, we're going back to Roosters again, another underdog, to beat we're in the grand final. We're going to back them to beat Brisbane. And we're going to go with James Tedesco, which he's fucked me so many times. He don't fuck me.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, we can't throw accusations out like that.
All I'm saying is I would be a lot richer if this idiot scored. So I'm just saying for the studio, Teddy, if you see this, for the studio, if you're the only Red Cross on this goddamn multi, you are sponsoring this for the rest of the goddamn season. We're open to sponsorship.
Hey.
Contact Piers, I'll send it info at truestory.com.au. And then we also have Joseph Manu, because I believe Cobbo is going to be an absolute dud in defence in the Senate. Which means, because we aren't sponsored yet, I have funded this great thing. And the plan is, if we get this up, that's $2,500. We're going to throw that in the kitty. We're going to do this every week. Unless someone sponsors them, we'll love the bet. Contact Piers Austin at True Story. And we will, live on this podcast, we will take all, if any, wins this year. And we're going straight to start with the entire lot. And then at the end of the year, we will even let you select what we're doing with it. It can be blackjack. It can be one certain poker machine. It can be big red, 5 dragons. It can be bloody backgammon. I don't give a shit. So let's see how we run. Let's get a good start of $2,000. That'd be a great start.
Brilliant start.
We'll move on from there. But opportunity just once this is available. Obviously, contact Piers Austin through True Story.
Let's all get rich.
What a great idea! Like, well,
I'm so keen.
We're doing this so we can build a studio to do content in. Like, it's not like we're trying to like, hey, let's have money. We're trying to put it towards something bigger. And I feel like this is a great idea, and it's great to bring our community closer. So I feel like we're going to try and get more people involved in this. So let's go.
The true punters.
If anyone, I'm not talking to you, Sportsbet, but I just plugged your damn app on here, so make sure you're listening. But if they could turn around and we work out some kind of a deal here, we might put a big glowing Sportsbet little thing up. Swoop, of course. Swooper does it. I've been on shows with Swooper, and the bloke has lost probably the same amount as me. He has nothing. He turns around to me, and this is no word of a lie. Turns around 24-1. That's coming in. I said, pig's ass, mate. I threw $10 on it, didn't do nothing. Decided I come back from your match, gassed as fuck. The first thing he throws at me is, hey, look, I picked a 41-1. We know I won $500. I was fucking ready to tell.
Hey, look at this. Look at this. Even one of our owners donating tonight. Akel, 3 drops of ghost pepper sauce on the tip.
All right. Done. We're doing it.
You gonna do that in America? Like, you're gonna film it? Like, I mean, we don't want to see the tip. We don't want to see it. Like, it's got to be like thing where it's gonna be like a gentleman's agreement. Like, we're gonna agree that, like, okay, we'll agree that you've done it, but you don't need to show us.
I'm gonna. We'll have to get circumcised.
I don't agree. I want to see it.
Okay, you can send it to T, and he can have it edited.
Done.
Oh my god!
Big shout out.
All right, done. I'm down.
Oh my god, bro! Like, he's gonna have like no cock left.
I'm gonna be emotional in a different kind of way.
It is what it is. Sell the kidney, build the podcast, get Metal One. It's all good. And he's got a couple you can borrow apparently. So just hit her up.
Adjustables.
Johnny
will be like, no, puppy, I don't do that shit.
I went from wrestling Andre the Giant to this.
He didn't even want to be in the same video as like Big Vito when Vito was in drag. Like I did a podcast with him, and I'm like, yeah, he's like, oh, so what do you think would like Big Vito when he came to like, because Vito trained there, right? I was like, so what do you think of Big Vito when he came in the dress and stuff like that? He goes, I thought, what a fucking mark. And he's like, Vito is such a sweetheart as well. Like, I've known him for a little bit, and him and his wife are absolute sweethearts. But he was like, what a fucking mark. And he came in, I was like, no, I'm not going to be on fucking TV with that shit. And I'm like, bro, like, aren't you worried about being canceled? I'm 80 fucking 4, motherfucker. You think I give a fuck? And I'm like, probably not, sir. Thank you very much.
I'm so keen. I got to go meet him.
Here you go. There's a head. You know what? That's a new shirt idea. Torture wants Akel's hot tip.
Yeah.
If you happen to have a hot tip, Akel, I'm going to be doing that segment again next week. So
I feel like sensational.
If you have a hot tip, by all means, throw it this way.
I feel like Sensational LJ has given us some really good merch ideas 2 weeks in a row, bro. So
yeah, he's killing it. He's
you know what? I'll make an agreement, right? Because he's given us 2 ideas for like merch. Once we implement these ideas, we'll give him. I don't know. We'll work out a financial thing because he's given us.
Yeah,
right, that's fair, right? We sell X amount, we'll give him X amount, whatever. Like,
yeah,
we'll talk offline. We'll talk offline. But guys, we've been going for an hour and 17 minutes. I've been having great fun with you guys here tonight, and this is probably Akel's last podcast. I don't think we're not expecting him next week, but we are going to expect him over the next 6 weeks to be popping in and like being a part of the show. But to ask someone to wake up at 4:35 a.m. to do it is pretty much every single Thursday. But man, we're going to keep holding it down, even if it's just me, T, and Sarge. We're going to keep holding it down on lock, bro. And we're going to be bringing the best content, the most in-your-face shit, and saying it exactly how it is, that you have to check your feelings at the motherfucking door when True Story Thursdays hits, because you know that we spit the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you, motherfucking God. Oh, man. T, what you got coming up, bro?
I will be at Hunter Valley March 17th. I will also be at Wrestling Go March 30th. And keep your eyes peeled because I'm cooking and could be somewhere very closely.
Hey, there you go. But I'll tell you what, guys, as of actually, it's probably next week, but I'll announce it now. Next Friday night, I should say, sorry. I'm going to be appearing on Newey Pro with Vinny Vane. So make sure if you're in the Newcastle area, go get your tickets. We got shows coming up at Rock and Roll Wrestling also next month. We've also got shows at EWA. So make sure you keep your eyes on social media for that. And as always, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell to stay motherfucking notified, because because this is the greatest podcast in the world. True story. Now, Akel, please, man, I'm going to give you your time here. Tell everyone, I'm going to give you the full screen. Please tell everyone where they can find you on social media, where they can support you in your journey.
Okay.
Really? Like, baby face and the heels were going on. Dude, I thought he broke his neck. The greatest podcast in the world.